Okay, so why is human design important in knowing your kids and upbringing and knowing yourself and how you act? Well, it's because we are all constructed differently. So there are five main types within human design. These are generators, manifestors, manifesting generators, projectors, and reflectors. And these are different types of people, of how we're made up. And these also show um, how we should act, what we should do, how we should make decisions, and what is the best way forward for us to feel the most aligned, to feel the most energy, and to enjoy the life the most amazingly. Okay, so knowing how we are made up, for example, I'm a projector, and both of my kids are manifestors. And knowing them means that I know I'm not going to get anywhere if I'm trying to initiate certain activities for them. Now, as a parent, obviously, you have to do some of that. So there's very, very cool ways of going around it. But I also know that because they are manifestors and I'm a projector, I'm a very different type. I should not initiate. And also, they are not the type to follow like this. They are actually the type to initiate. So, what do? How do I initiate? I initiate by sharing something with them and allow them to make a decision to propose what we could do. And then I can say yes or no to it. So I'm still in charge because I'm the parent. However, I'm going to do that. Now, if you have a child who's a projector and you're a generator, for example, you will be inviting that kid to do something and they will say yes or no to it. But if you are trying to get them to come up with something or be self starting all the time, or you want them to have a very, very specific routine, that's not going to happen because of who they are. So it's important to know that those five types also split within those types. So they all have a strategy and an authority. A strategy means how do we act? What do we do? Like I said to you before, do we wait for someone to invite us into doing something? Do we start and initiate things? Do we respond to a need that's out there? That's a strategy. Now, an authority means a decision-making authority. So what do we listen to when we make decisions? And so us knowing that about ourselves and our kids is very, very important because thanks to knowing if, for example, you should be invited and then say yes or no, or whether you should initiate can be really, really exhausting to some of us and make us feel angry or bitter or depleted or frustrated. And we don't want those feelings. We want to feel successful and achieved and accomplished and peaceful and great. And when we feel that, this is how we are in the best, the most amazing, the highest vibration. Okay. So knowing that and getting to know the very, very detailed description of who we are, who our kids are, really helps us to know how we interact with them. And obviously, our kids are very different. If we have more than one, the chances are that their setup is very different. And so how we interact with them is going to be very different. So hopefully that helps you if you've ever felt like your kid has you're like, oh my God, where are they from? I can see so many similarities, but so many differences. Or I know them because they are me, like they are so similar to me, but then I can't get through to them and I can't always feel like it. And then we don't feel great about it and we can feel burnt out and annoyed and that relationships can spoil because of that. And us as moms, we really just want to have the most amazing relationship with our kids. So getting to know that would be really, really helpful. Now, if you want, reach out to me and I will help you figure out, because you can do a very simple and straightforward chart and you can run it. It's on www.jovianarchive.com, or there's a couple of other websites where you can do your design and you can figure it out. Now, you might need some help interpreting it. So I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to help you with that. I have been really, really geeking out on human design and how to understand you and how to understand your kid and how to use that knowledge to actually have the most amazing relationship. Because you're a mom, because you're striving for success in so many areas, in your health, in your motherhood, in the life as we know it, in Maybe there's a mission that you're driven towards. Maybe you want to make the most money so you can have a peaceful life. Maybe it's the health and vitality that you're really, really keen on. Maybe it's spiritual growth that you really want. Maybe it's being the most amazing, outstanding mom. Maybe it's being an amazing friend. Maybe it's finding an intimate relationship because so far you just, you haven't. You're divorced or single mom or something like that, right? Whatever it is, knowing that information and anything else that I'm teaching is really, really useful because that way you get to know yourself. And from knowing yourself, you can lead yourself, you can have interactions with others, and really have a fulfilled and happy life. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Keep watching any of my stuff if you want to know more about you, if any of this is interesting and driving you, and tell me more. Comment on what else would you like to learn about, and I will be sure to describe it for you as best as I can.